What's up, everyone? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com, part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Matthew Moreno. Matt, yesterday, Shohei Ohtani making all the news, hitting batting practice for the first time as a Dodger. First time we'll get to since he injured his oblique at the end of last season. But holy smokes, to watch this guy swing a bat. We're going to show a video that the Dodgers posted in just a few minutes. But talk about impressive, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
Yeah, when they were, the tweets early in the morning that Dave Roberts said Ohtani was going to be on the field taking BP for the first time. Obviously, I expected, okay, this is going to draw like a huge crowd. Like under anything Ohtani does, he gets, there's a significant following and cameras and all that. And then, yeah, he went out and did what he did. And fortunately, there is some video. The Dodgers have shared different angles of it. We have kind of a little bit of an extended cut of his batting practice up on our YouTube channel that definitely I encourage people to check out. And also, his interview and questions as a separate video sort of after that. And I mean, while you're there, you could also check out what Mookie had to say. He did talk about Ohtani as well. But yeah, let's focus, in terms of BP. I mean, I guess like that he's talented, obviously, and so I thought, of course, like it's going to be like a sight to be seen. But based on all the reports and getting to watch some of the video ourselves, which I know you're about to play, like it's incredible.
Yeah, and here were the quotes. He said, "It was my first time hitting outside ever since I got that oblique injury, so I was being a little careful, but overall I felt really good. All the swings I'm taking in the cages feel good and strong, so I think we're past the oblique injury." He continued, "I was planning on swinging on the lighter side, but the swings were feeling really good, which is a really good sign. I think it's trending toward me being ready for opening day." And the oblique piece, Matt, I had to do a double take on this because we know he had the Tommy John. We know that's the major injury. What I'm guessing most people have forgotten is that it was actually an oblique injury that landed him on the injured list midway through last September and ended his season. So for him to say this is the first time he's taken batting practice outside since the injury, and that the video we're about to show you is him, quote, being careful, talk about, we talked on our most recent live show just about, will he be ready for opening day? This is about as positive of a sign in the affirmative as I think we could have possibly had.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the fact that Ohtani was even out there taking BP this early into camp. I mean, technically position players, which like he's been there since before pitchers and catchers were reporting, but really he's only a position player this year just because he's recovering from the elbow surgery. So to already be taking BP this early before the first full squad workout is certainly encouraging. And yeah, like you said, I think maybe we need to stop just talking about the video, maybe play it for everybody.
So here's the video the Dodgers posted on their social media. Love the angle, but just watch the way the ball flies off. I mean, when he starts cranking these to right center, Matt, like, look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's video. It's video game.
Exactly. And it's hard to see. We'll replay this here again, but it's hard to totally tell kind of distance, but just the angle that the ball takes off of his bat. It's like, I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah. And, our good friend Juan Toribio of MLB.com, he was out there and he tweeted out that Ohtani took 21 swings and hit 10 home runs. Which is, I'm not a math major, but that seems to be a pretty decent ratio.
I mean, these ones that he hits out to right center field, the way that they come off the bat, it's like watching somebody hit a 500-yard drive or something. So watch this right here. Oh, my gosh.
This, honestly, what it reminds me of is when the All-Star game was here at Dodger Stadium, they set up like a whole experience for like fans and media to check out in the LA Live area. And they had like a VR home run derby thing. And I got to do it. And let me tell you, I was just cranking home runs left and right. And this basically, Ohtani is a left-handed version of me is what I'm seeing in this video.
Well, I guess I was going to say that you and I have no idea what this feels like. Maybe you do have an idea of what this feels like. But I mean, just to swing as hard as he does with the power that he does and to make this look so effortless. I mean, this is like this next one right here. Watch where it hits the bat. I mean, just absolutely everything. And so, again, there's an extended version of this video with a bunch of different angles up on our Dodger Blue YouTube page right here. Subscribe, ring the notification bell, and then go find that because we get videos like that. We're able to post them and then come back on shows like this and talk about it. But again, I mean, all I can say, Matt, is how can you not watch that and be excited about the guy who led all of Major League Baseball in OPS last year inserting himself into the Dodgers lineup this year?
Yeah, it's certainly encouraging. And in all seriousness, the news kind of aspect to this is that Otani continues to say, like, I'm feeling healthy,
Yeah,
I'm feeling good. Opening day, like, shouldn't really be an issue. And that's what's important. And of course, look, if it would be a disappointment because for the Dodgers opening day this year is in South Korea. And so if he wasn't available to play those two games, it would, be more kind of heartbreaking than maybe normal circumstances. But ultimately, it is only two games at the beginning of the year. So if he weren't ready, then so be it. But for his sake, for just being healthy. Like, it is encouraging that he continues to sort of check off these boxes without any issues. And honestly, I'll admit, like, until today, I'd kind of forgotten about the oblique injury.
yeah,
Everybody's been talking about, oh, he's not pitching this year because elbow surgery, elbow surgery, elbow surgery. Like, you kind of hear that. And like you said, it's the oblique strain is what ended his season early last year. And so, obliques can be tricky. Fortunately, for him, like, you never want to get hurt, but the timing of that injury, the Angels had just missed the playoffs, so they weren't playing into October. And I guess I need to be careful with how much how much I make fun of them because of course the Dodgers only played
yeah,
three extra games. Uh, but Otani ended up having months to sort of recover and let the oblique really heal because those can be tricky, especially for hitters when you're swinging a bat and stuff. Like we see it all the time
totally.
during a season. If that's an injury a player suffers, like they need to be very careful with how soon they start swinging a bat and come back because if they suffer a setback, then you're looking at a much longer recovery process.
Yeah, and again, he said he was planning on swinging on the lighter side, but it felt good, which was a good sign, and he said that was him being careful. So wait until this guy cranks it all the way up and starts taking some real hacks, Matt, I guess is the key here. So thanks everybody for joining us again. Check out that video. We got about 7 minutes of Ohtani taking batting practice, all sorts of angles. You do not want to miss that. And of course, subscribe, ring the notification bell here so you don't miss it the next time we get videos like that. That is Matthew Moreno. I am Jeff Spiegel. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. As always, go Dodgers.